We're here.
Yay!
Bet Past is back, baby. Yes, our long-awaited absence. Oh, Rico's added a picture, I see.
I have. So before we start, I took a picture of a recent trip we were on, and I tried to make it into a little promo, or not a promo, whatever, a vignette for the new show opening. So I thought I'd share it with you. It's not very, it's clunky, so it's not really.
All right, let's add it. Here it is. There's Rico. Is this done with AI? You're shrugging.
Yeah. Well, I took the picture, obviously, and I'm like, can you make a 5-second clip out of it? And so that's as good as it did.
Yeah. Well, so the picture, to explain, we were in Vegas. We got
a guy sleeping on your lap.
Well, we got a cabana, and it was populated with hangers-on. One of whom was there's Donnie. One of whom was a flamboyantly gay man, and what was his name? Like Fabio?
I have no idea. I forgot about him until this picture happened.
But he then proceeded to pass out on Rico's half-naked lap and just snooze there for I don't know what, a good 5 minutes more.
Yeah, I have no idea why.
He's also got his hand
like
on
the hot girl.
Yes, apparently that's what set off me trying to kick the hot girls out of the booth, because like, what is happening? Not even hot. There was like 2 hot girls and 1 other girl and this guy, and I'm like, what the fuck? Because I'm in the pool and I'm like, come back. I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing here? We're a bunch of only 2 of us are single, and the rest of us are left to have these people drink our booze. This little gay guy who fell asleep on Rico's lap on this other girl. So good times. But also, after this happened, later in the day, after this man passed out on Rico didn't get anything from it, sadly. Not even a little sneaky handy J or a ball tug.
You know of.
That I know of. But then we at like 4 a.m, we're like, hey, let's go to old Vegas. And we get in a taxi, me and Rico, on the way on Vegas Boulevard, and out of nowhere, a Ford F-150 slams into the cab. Like Rico and I are just like drunkenly like, blah, blah, blah. It's all of a sudden, wham! We're like, Jesus! Fly across the median onto the other side of Vegas Boulevard. Unfortunately, it's so early in the morning, there's no cars, because we could have easily been killed if that happened. But we're all the way across in like the farthest right lane on the other side of the road. And the car that hits us just speeds off. Without a second thought, gone. We're like, what the hell? Get out.
Drunken Vegas.
Drunken guy in Vegas slams in us.
Had to be hammered.
Oh, yeah. We're both just destroyed, which is why we probably didn't sustain any real damage. We're just like, hey, totally okay. Maybe concussion. Who knows? I was out of it for a few days, but that could have just been the amount of drinking and like,
that could be Vegas.
You have to remind me, because I texted the taxi driver, like texted me the next day, because I gave her my number in case she needed like a witness statement or anything. And we didn't wait around for the cops. We had things to do.
Well, no, but that's the funny thing. There was a cop, because we're like, call the cops. And a cop drives down Las Vegas Boulevard, where we are facing the opposite way. We're on the wrong side in a crashed car on the opposite side of the road. And a cop, we're like, hey. I'm like, hey, stop. Doesn't even slow down. Just keeps on driving right by us.
It's Saturday in Vegas. I see this every 10 minutes.
I mean, what the hell? If you have one job, it's probably to stop at that point in time. Be like, hey, are you guys okay? Like, he might even slow down.
He might be going to something more, even more bad than what you.
Well, you'd think he'd have his lights on then.
Yeah, or be speeding. He was going like 35, just like, thumbs up, boys. Enjoy the town.
Yeah.
Thanks, officer.
It's like,
yeah.
See, you guys got Julio as your rideshare guy.
Yeah.
You're gonna give him 5 stars. So the Uber driver like texted me the next day, and I just ignored her. And then when you texted me that you maybe had a concussion, I'm like, I should text that Uber driver back and see if she's okay, and if they caught the guy.
Yeah,
because then we got a lawsuit on our hands.
Exactly.
Yeah,
she
baby.
texted me back that she's fine, and that I should text her lawyer, and I keep forgetting. So remind me tomorrow to text her lawyer and be like, hey, we may have had some soft tissue injuries.
Yes, exactly.
Ooh, nice.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm sure that
Yep.
carries a little price tag.
I'm assuming it was a
Pay-
man because
Pay for our trip. I'm sure driving that car. I mean, he drove like a woman, but in a car like a man.
Well, fuck him.
Yeah,
honestly,
exactly.
What an asshole.
Scumbag.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll find out what happens with that. But hopefully, yeah, it'd be nice to get a little compensation for that.
Put that on my calendar actually for tomorrow.
Yes, do it.
Text
good idea.
Lawyer.
Yeah, text that lawyer. So
Go
there's our
to
Vegas story.
court.
For those of you that are joining late on the live stream, you can rewind it and watch when it's done to find out what happened to us in Vegas involving car accidents. But we're here to talk about first episodes of things. So today we're doing Lanterns, which just came out. Brand new show, of course, the Green Lantern show, which for some reason they didn't want to call it Green Lanterns. They called it Lanterns. That is from David Lindelof, is one of the guys who made it, who did Lost, which we haven't done Lost yet.
Whoop-de-doo.
Lost, what a letdown. He's done a bunch of shit since then. What a letdown that show was after such a promising start. So we'll talk about Lanterns, and then we're going to galaxy hop over to Rick and Morty, the classic sci-fi cartoon, and we'll see what people thought of that. So Rico did not watch Lanterns because he's a lazy scumbag who went to a going away party. And Don did manage to find the time between cutting off the sleeves of his shirt and growing a mustache. So that's good.
Yeah.
Have you been buttering it? What do you put on that bad boy?
Just natural berries and juices.
Natural swarthy juice.
Coming to America.
Thank you. Nailed it, Rico. You got it.
But yeah, Donnie shows up looking pure Guido today, and his mustache and his cut off t-shirt. Love it.
Let me show it.
Right.
Yeah, it's too hot for sleeves.
Too hot for t-shirt.
And this just absorbs the sweat. It's really hot here in Central Virginia, the armpit of the U.S. government. It's disgusting.
And the sad thing is, all the government workers going around, you're not seeing any of the girls in like backless dresses and sexy stuff, unless maybe they're Donald Trump's age. She's pretty hot. People talk about her.
Oh yeah, he's got all the hotties
blonde.
within a 2,500-mile radius. There's no hot chicks here in Richmond. I can confirm.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into.
I think I saw one.
Oh,
it was at Walmart, and I think I might have had heat stroke. So I don't know. I don't think it was
Mirage.
The usual side boob you see at Walmart is from a man and also covered in sweat and Cheeto dust. So they get the Cheeto dust under the man tit and it's just leaking down along the sides of the body.
I have seen a couple of like dudes that I think are chicks, or they think they're chicks, but they're dudes, and I'm like, what's going on? It's too hot to be wearing all that weird chick clothes. You're a man.
Yeah, that is a good point that people should talk with the transgender population about. Like, if you're into you got to go full 12 months. You can't just be a seasonal transgender.
Yeah, commit if you're gonna do it. You know what I saw more?
You don't call them transvestites anymore, right? That word is
no. You can't say transvestite anymore, which is too bad.
Did you say trannies?
Because it sounds like a vampire.
Cross-dresser too, because that's not a
cross-dresser is not the same. That's more like because
that's
like
purely
sexual.
Tranny.
It was like
I bet you're a cross-dresser.
The origin story of the transgender movement, I think, though. It was like the Atom,
Yeah. So
without the cross-dressers, there would not have been transvestites, and then
they were like the first man on the moon.
Yeah,
it's a small step for mankind.
Are we saying cross-dressers are made up by the U.S. government too?
It's Herbert Hoover.
Well, yeah, they got to wear costumes so they can go undercover.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you where I saw the most transvestite /
a guy dressing up to be a hooker.
Well, yeah. Well, he just like wear the.
You're never
clothes.
gonna know.
Yeah, he's busting people as head of the FBI wearing a bra and panties.
J. Edgar Hoover, not
Hoover. Sorry, I said Herbert Hoover. Sorry, J. Edgar Hoover. I was at a.
He invented the vacuum.
I was at the Natural History Museum for like Bug Fest, where all the the random bugs are out, the creepy crawlies. I've never seen more trans people in my life than at this event. And my theory is that I'm telling you, it was like 30% trans. It was crazy. And like, I'm like, either these people love bugs or like maybe a lot more artistic. I don't know. But or like, because it's butterflies and chrysalises and stuff. And they're like, I also was a caterpillar before I became a butterfly.
Oh, that does make sense.
Right?
No, that's not. Etymology is a hobby of most transvestites. Everybody knows that.
Look at Donnie breaking out the big words.
Yeah. It's a study of
entomology porn is the top thing. It is.
Yeah, exactly. Like, nice thorax
on that guy. Yeah. All right, let's get into lanterns. So this is one of the James Gunn-led projects for the new DCU, DC Comics. And stars, let's see, I mean, look at this guy's name. It stars a guy that I recognize just from being in random other shit. But I like him as an actor. He's a good.
Are you
good
talking
actor.
about the
Kyle Chandler, who plays Hal Jordan?
He's also Coach Taylor on Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There you go.
I think he's most famous for that.
Okay, yeah. So that guy, and he's a good actor. He plays a good schlub too in this because, like every show they make now that has a superhero character, they have to make him into a drunk schlub. Like they keep doing it over and over again. So of course he's a drunk schlub that's no longer the hero he once was, and it starts off with a flashback of his protege when he's a little kid, and Hal Jordan is on TV when he just, he's a superhero at the time and everybody loves him. And he's talking about how he got the ring to become Green Lantern. And he's like, well, they came to me and they asked me if I had fear. And I said, no fear, because my dad died when I was little. And every kid's worst fear is losing his parent. And after that, you have no fear, which I agree with until I was thinking about what just happened with the mom who killed her 3 kids and is currently on trial. Lindsay Chansey or something. I'm like, that's my worst fear now. If I'm a kid, my worst fear is being strangled by my mother. But for the sake of this plot,
do a lot of kids follow the current events? Oh, I didn't even know about it.
I don't know. Hopefully not. Hopefully they do, and they know.
I like that now. Kids are checking in with their mom. Are you going to therapy?
Yeah, how are you doing,
You're
Mom?
not going to drown me in the tub, are you?
Are you feeling strangly today, or peanut butter sandwich? Too much?
Yes. How many meds are you on, Mom?
So many. So
all the meds.
That sets the stage. The black kid is watching this, and who eventually becomes John. What's his name? John something or other.
Stewart.
His sidekick. Stewart. John Stewart. Yeah, becomes his sidekick.
Right.
And the kid's dad comes home, who's in the military.
John Stewart is a Jewish comedian, or is he a Black Green Lantern? I don't know.
Why
that would be a great alter identity for a superhero. They would not suspect a prominent comedian to also be a superhero.
That would be, yes. Did you ever notice that the Green Lantern and Jon Stewart aren't in the same place at the same time? And everybody be like, I never noticed it, because why would I?
In the middle of his set of comedy story just disappears. That's why he only does the Daily Show one day a week now. He's off fighting crime the rest of the time. So little Jon Stewart's watching the interview, and the dad comes home, who's a military man, and comes in and finds out the kids are watching TV, and I guess they're not allowed to watch TV. So he goes, all right, outside now.
That's a
and
big
he grabs
no-no.
an apple. No. And he puts an apple on the kid's head and stands back with his pistol. And he goes, are you afraid? And the kid goes, no, sir. And he shoots the apple off the kid's head. And he's like, good job. Let's go get a burger.
Yeah. I thought
this,
first of all, I go,
the stage.
Isn't it supposed to be a bow and arrow?
Well, originally, of course, but
right
in this, like, I'm like, why? To show that the kid has no fear? To show that his dad's a psychopath? Like,
obviously to show that the dad hates his son more than anything in the world, and he's willing to
still has a relationship with him later in life. But yeah, it's insane. I mean, he has 3 kids, so I guess if you lose one, you still
just
do more for target practice.
Smack the kid around like a normal dad
with the grocery bills these days. Price
eat lead.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna do that with my kids every time they don't do their homework.
Yeah.
All right.
They went real like dark military dad real quick in the show.
Yeah.
The boys, even he turns off the TV before the dad gets home, but the dad still knows what he's up to. And he's like, all right, come get your bullet and stand in front of the shed where there's all sorts of apple spray and bullet holes.
This was
so
back
many
when
fruit flies.
Parents could be parents.
Yeah, the good old days.
Those are the days.
The good old days. 2016. No,
and I guess the idea, this was before 2016. This is like what it's supposed to be like 2005 or something. So I guess it's to set the stage that the kids got no fear, and you have to have no fear to become Green Lantern, and that's how you get chosen. But it was a very weird way to show it. Maybe later in this season they'll explain it more. So flash forward, little John Stewart is the protege of Hal, who is now 10 years older. And as I said, he shows up to pick him up, like hungover, half drunk, all disheveled. He'd been gone for 2 weeks doing something on another planet. And he's just like schlubby and an asshole. He's kind of over it.
Yeah.
So they're setting the stage that this guy's, he's lost his luster for the job, but still doing it because he has the responsibility to protect the Earth, and he's doing his job.
Well, and at the same time, he's like kind of training him, but supposedly there's no training a Green Lantern, right? You're just supposed to take over until this time.
Well, until he's driving with the kid. He's like, he's driving with the kid, and he's like, all right, we're gonna go here. We'll do some training, and he just targets the car off a cliff, and he goes, all right, I'll meet you at a taco stand 3 miles away, and he puts the ring on the console of the car, and then rolls out of the car, leaving John Stewart, the adult John Stewart, to go, crap, as the car flies off the edge of the cliff. He grabs the ring and manages to survive, and then Hal's eating tacos when he shows up later, but he gets a message from a hologram consciousness that's programmed into the ring of young Hal 10 years ago that tells him, there's hail in whatever, Poughkeepsie, Nebraska, whatever this town's name is. And it turns out that town is where little Hal was dropped off, or not little Hal, little Hal, younger Hal. When he first got the ring, he was dropped at that point where an alien had crashed and gave him the ring as he was dying.
Right. So there's some kind of link to that area and aliens and his origin.
I am not familiar with the Green Lantern at all, other than that Ryan Reynolds made a movie, right? Or was it?
Yeah.
One of them.
Mostly a bad movie, but
that I never watched. So
it was pretty crappy.
Green Lantern is tied in with aliens.
Yeah, he's like, so I know the base story. The base story is that there are the Green Lanterns, and the Universal Committee of Protectors gives them this ring, which can, turn into anything, has immense power. You can, create whatever you're thinking of and make it happen in real life. You can create force fields and stuff. So they have these intergalactic protectors of sectors of the universe. And this alien had died on Earth and gave him the ring as the new protector to take over. And apparently Earth was never meant to have one of these, but circumstances as they were, that's how it turned out. So
right, because the alien died there, and
the alien died there. Yeah, and there's a lot of them. They're all over the galaxy. A bunch of
the Green Lanterns are like every planet, every little sector's got their Green Lantern, and then when that Green Lantern dies, he passes on the ring to another guy. And the reason why our guy got it on Earth is because the alien just happened to be dying there, chasing whatever this investigation is. So he might not be the most normal Green Lantern. That's why he's a drunk and kind of a mess. I guess I think that's
so. This particular alien had no standards. He's just like,
Well, the ring. It says supposedly the ring chose him, but it chose somebody on Earth because that's where he died. It wouldn't have been an ideal choice.
I think it has to choose somebody like.
It couldn't have chosen someone better from Earth.
Apparently, he was the best guy, and he's been doing the job. He's been doing the job, Nothing's happened to Earth.
It wasn't Nick Cage.
Not this time.
Not buying it. Not buying it.
So they go back to this town.
To the casting director.
Yeah. So they go back to the original town because the hail is falling in Nebraska, which means aliens have come back to this exact spot. So they go back, they find that there's these people dead in a mass shooting, but Hal, the Green Lantern, is convinced that they're aliens. They meet this girl boss sheriff who's very annoying. And comes
your
in.
favorite, a good old girl boss.
It's every show is the same annoying bitchy character. Like fucking write a different female character.
Sheriff too, right? It's like always like a law enforcement,
or an FBI agent, or somebody bitchy. God, write him with some more tact. Like it's just like it's so boring to have the exact same character in every single show.
Well, so they want to win that Emmy, they got to check the box.
Yep, and she's an Irish actress that was in Boardwalk Empire and a bunch of other shows, but she's being an American in this show. So she comes out and she's like, this is my jurisdiction. You get out of here. You sit on the bleachers, which this is where I started getting very annoyed with the show. The guy's fucking Green Lantern. And she's like, this is my crime scene. I'm an interview. You're not allowed to talk to that suspect. There's one guy that he's like, that guy's an alien. I need to talk to him. She's like, no, he's not. You're not allowed to talk. She's like, he's fucking Green Lantern. Why are you being such a dumb bitch here? Like, and then all these other people are being assholes. It's like this makes no sense. It's so ridiculous.
He tries to talk to the guy who goes to jail. He's in custody. So the Green Lantern then gets himself arrested.
Yeah. And instead of just walking into the jail, which he could do as Green Lantern.
Yeah, he thinks that they're gonna put him with the suspect so he could question him. But they end up putting him in the broom closet, knowing that he wanted to question the suspects that he couldn't question
Donnie, you're skipping over another ridiculous part. He gets in a bar fight to get arrested, and there's guys. He plays that song like "I got a brand new pair of roller skates." Right? He plays it like 8 times, and these guys at the bar are like, "You better turn that off, Green Lantern, or I'm going to kick your ass." Which again. Oh, okay. Sure. Yeah, that's what everybody in the bar is going to be doing. You're just going to talk shit to a superhero that has superpowers and be like, I'm going to whoop your ass. And like, he fights 5 guys. It's so stupid.
He does take off
fight the Green Lantern in a bar. No one's doing that. It's so dumb.
Yeah. He takes the ring off, I guess, as if to even the playing field. But
still,
that was a pretty silly scene. I did enjoy that he uses the ring to make a fake $20 bill, and then he puts that in the machine. And I go, well, that's your whole movie right there. It's just you going to Vegas and making fake money and putting it in gambling.
Maybe
machine.
It was the Green Lantern who was drunk and hit us.
And he sped away because he's got no more green land. He's got no more green.
He's out of power. He's got more power to make more money. More green bucks.
So,
shocker, the guy that he wanted to talk to that he said was an alien, turns out he's an alien. Who would have thunk it?
Oh, the guy that hunts aliens knows what it's like, the Men in Black, right? This is a Men in Black meets Training Day vibe.
Yeah.
That's what I would.
And of course, the sheriff who's been like, he's not an alien. You're nuts, Green Lantern, is like, oh no, he's an alien. Like, it's like, so he turns out to be an alien that's there to blow up blow things up and get revenge.
Yeah,
and Green Lantern has to save them from the guy blowing up.
I guess that's what we're trying to figure out. The episode is what's the alien there to do? What's the invasion or the revenge?
Right.
Does the new Lantern eventually take over for the old Lantern?
Well,
classic
that's where
nonsense.
The episode leaves us with a question, though, Donnie. Because at the end, they go back. It goes from 2016. This is when this happened to 2026. It's now current day.
Yes.
And the Green Lantern's protege is still, hanging around because he doesn't become the Green Lantern until Hal dies. But he gets a call, comes over to the same town, same sheriff is like, hey, and we're skipping over a part 2 where there's like a militia. That scene was pointless. The
militia scene was weird because it made it seem like somebody else knows that the aliens are coming, and then they're going to be, I guess, ready for them.
Ready for him to attack.
Yeah, but that's dumb because aliens will beat us up real easily.
Yeah, and they had a barbecue, and Jon Stewart banged this militia rich guy's wife at a bar, so that was fun.
A lot of things happening at a bar, making this sound fun, actually.
Yeah, it's like real life.
It wasn't. It wasn't. So then Hal, the Green Lantern, same town. He's in the bleachers again, frozen solid like Jack Nicholson in The Shining, frozen on the bleachers where the aliens had died earlier in this shootout. And he's dead. And he's got blood running down his face. And you go, oh, what happened to him? And he's dead. So now we don't know if what's going to happen, if this black guy's taken over as the Green Lantern or not. And if they killed off the only likable character in the show, which was drunk Green Lantern.
Which wouldn't surprise me, because I've seen shows do this before, which sucks, where they go, look at this show with the cool character you like, but they're only in the first episode.
Yeah.
And then they go away. So maybe he's dead. Maybe it's a hologram of his body, right? They showed that he can do holograms.
Could be a fake body. He's setting a
trap.
trap.
Yeah, but eventually it does seem like the Lantern needs to transfer from being Hal to John.
Right.
So could this be the transfer? I don't want to see
John be the Green Lantern. Do you?
No,
watching the guy was a boring character. His protege was so boring.
This was, well, the whole show was kind of boring.
It was. It was very boring.
Who
it was
suggested this show, by the way, at the last minute?
Me, just because it just came out, and this is a show about first episodes, and the show you suggested was a second season, Rico.
Well, who knew? Has anyone ever heard of that show that I suggested?
Black people know, because apparently that's who watches that cheating show, because it was an all-black cast.
Well, we need to expand our audience. So
that's true.
There you go.
To black people that cheat on their spouses.
Yes, solely.
That's
still a niche show, but
no one's going for that demographic. We're going right for you. Brought to you by Bacardi.
It was sponsored by Hypnotic. I will say, before we give our grade for the Green Lanterns, the Lantern show, I watched half of that cheater show before I realized it was second season, because they had a chick on it that was on the first season. And I was like, well, clearly this didn't work out for you. She's back. Yeah. But it was so funny because 2 out of the 3 couples were long distance relationships where like both of the people had cheated, and they're still long distance relationships. So like this has zero chance of working out.
Good idea.
Yeah. One dude has like a trap necklace and like disappears, doesn't talk to the woman for like weeks. And the whole premise is they're not going to, will they cheat or not before they, get married. It's called Put a Ring on It. Like, this is all horrible. All of you should be broken up. All of you should just go your separate ways and stop this.
Well, and I got a theory. Like, if you're in a long distance relationship and you cheat on that person with somebody in your neighborhood, like, that's not cheating. That's you moving on to a relationship that's more convenient.
Yeah.
And then the person in the long distance relationship, you're now the second banana or whatever, because that long distance relationships, they're great, but you can't really touch somebody unless they're nearby. And that's what a relationship is all about.
You get a sex doll, Rico. Poor Rico. Because in a long distance relationship, you could get a sex doll made that looks exactly like them. Like on Always Sunny, where they had the sex doll made of Dennis, and then everybody had sex with her.
Or just find one of the billions of humans on Earth next to you and have a relationship with them.
Could also do that. Yeah. Anyway, all right. So, what do you give Lanterns, Donnie?
I'd give it a C for now. Yeah,
I gave it a C minus. I will say I do not plan on watching another episode.
Yeah, I'd like to say that I might, but there's other shows that I've given up on that were better. So
yeah,
I don't think I will.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just not enough. And especially since like I said, the only likable character, which is Hal Jordan, died at the end. And I'm like, I just don't care enough to see if he's going to come back now. Because if he doesn't, I'm just going to be angry I wasted my time watching the next episode.
Yeah.
Or the next several episodes, or however long it takes for him to come back. I just don't care enough.
And it seemed like they were trying to be, like I was saying earlier, Training Day with a little bit of other and then the X-Files also with the alien thing. And it's just not interesting. It's just too much stuff going on. And then none of it
Not
had
enough
to do with
lanterning. Not enough
Yeah,
Green
exactly. I was
Lanterning
gonna
going
say,
on. Like, this is
nothing
what
to
they do with
do
this shit. It's called
Green-
lantern.
yeah.
Have him use the fucking ring, except for making cash out of it, and like a bottle opener.
Yes,
and then he made a bubble one time.
I was like, you want to see the Green Lantern? I want to see make a bottle opener. This whole nonsense where they're trying to make superheroes look like regular people walking around. No thanks.
No, do something
Yeah.
cool. Lame.
Right.
Lame.
Even they go, hey, why aren't you wearing the costume? He goes, oh, early on you wear a tie at work, and then you don't want to because it's like they got so lazy they're not even gonna give the guy a goddamn costume in the show.
Yeah, didn't wear a suit except for like a flashback scene for 1 minute. Lame ass shit. All right,
that's right.
Let's move on to Rick and Morty.
All right.
Well, Rick and Morty. So this show has gotten, I mean, it blew up huge. I watched the first 5 seasons, almost all of which were pretty good, pretty funny. And it gets funnier as it goes along. They kind of find the voice too, because the pilot episode has a couple of annoying character traits, which on a rewatch got under my skin a little bit. But,
every pilot does, though.
It does. But the thing was that like season 5 or 6, the creator of the show, Justin Roiland, got accused by his girlfriend at the height of Me Too of like being an abuser and like a manipulator and all this shit. So, and again, no evidence that this is true. Hulu fired him from his own show, and he did the voice of the main character and he did both Rick and Morty's voices. They fired him from his own show and replaced him with actors that can emulate the voice. And when they did that, even though I don't know if this guy did it or not, I was just like, he hasn't been convicted of anything. There's no proof of this. And later on, by the way, it all fell apart. Nothing ever came of it. And apparently, like, there was no evidence to ever back up these claims, but he still lost his show and got fired. And I was like, fuck this show. So I stopped watching at that point.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
they didn't rehire him
off.
after there was no evidence or nothing?
I still don't think he's back on the show. I know for at least 2 seasons he wasn't, and I just never went back. It was starting, I think, to kind of fall off anyway. It was starting to get a little worse. But the pilot episode, so the sage for anybody that doesn't know Rick and Morty, there's a crazy mad scientist, smartest man in the universe named Rick Sanchez. And his grandson, Morty, goes along in all the adventures to help him out and just be like a gopher. But Rick is a narcissistic, self-centered asshole who, I'll just say, you find out later, there's a million universes, and he doesn't give a shit about Morty because there's a million Mortys, and he can just fetch another Morty from any number of different universes and replace him. And there's also a million Ricks out there, which comes around later in the series if you keep watching.
Oh, so why don't you just tell us the whole show?
I'm just putting
what else happens? Tell us the funniest jokes that we wouldn't expect.
So they go on sci-fi adventures
on Rick and Morty.
Yeah. And it opens up with Rick, the grandfather, drunk as shit, driving his spaceship through the cosmos back to Earth and saying he's got to drop a neutron bomb on somebody, but that he'll save Morty's girlfriend crush, Jessica, and they can start a new Adam and Eve society and blah, blah. But then he ends up getting in a fight with Morty. He's trying to stop him from dropping a bomb, lands the ship, falls out, and then passes out on the ground amidst a pile of bottles. So that's how it starts. I'll let you guys take it from there, especially Rico, who's talking to his son or something right now. But he actually watched this show.
Some dipshit just came over. I don't know what's going on.
Do you know this dipshit?
It's one of Jordan's friends. Another kid going to college. All these kids are going to college. It's so sad.
Wow, good for them.
I thought this was a great intro. I loved the drunk. You find out, quite quickly that Rick is a fucking drunk genius asshole who clearly doesn't give a shit about anyone. He's like, hey, I'm gonna find the world. Yeah. And then Morty's, and as you said, kind of like, no, we can't do that. I don't care about Jessica. Not meaning that way, but he's like, yeah, fuck her too. You're right.
Yeah.
When when Rick's like, hey, I just want you to know I'm not gonna try to do anything with Jessica. Like, I'm not that kind of guy, man. She's like, that's for you, man. You're like, oh, what a creep. I love it.
That's so funny. So funny. So yeah, it sets the stage right away. You know who the characters are. And Morty, because he's going out with his grandpa, is missing a lot of school and he's not getting nights of sleep. So they're at the breakfast table and Morty's falling asleep in his eggs And they're like, oh, this he's not getting sleep. And Grandpa Rick's making excuses. Morty goes to school and is in math class. And before he goes, Rick goes, hey, Morty, school's for idiots. You don't learn anything in school. It's for dumb people. It's for dumb people go to get, indoctrinated and whatever else. Because Rick is very anti-government, which I love about the show. And there's a funny line about that later. So Rick goes
Why
off.
don't you tell us now?
Because I'm getting to it. So Morty class, he falls asleep in math class. And this is where, dude, it sets the stage for the type of humor. He's having a sex dream about Jessica, his redheaded girl. And she's like, Morty, these are for you. Really smack him around, give him a jiggle, suck him, play with him. And he's fondling her tits in the dream. And then
that was hilarious.
You flash forward, and his black kind of schlubby math teacher is standing there in front of Morty, who's asleep, and everybody else is gone from class. And Morty's just grabbing the teacher's man tits and squeezing them around.
Yeah. and then the man's like, "Stop doing this. You can't control this."
Yeah, he's like,
to you.
5 more minutes. I'm gonna stop this. Yeah, he's like, I didn't make this happen. He's just standing there as he's getting his tit bottle. Man,
disgusting. Schools are gross. He's right. Yeah, Rick's right. You don't learn shit in school. Look what's happening. You're just fondling your idiot math teacher.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the guy in the front says 2 + 2, and the people in the back say 4.
Yep.
And that's what they're doing.
What happened. In high school. Exactly what they're doing. Mm-hmm. So then, Rico, do you want to tell us what happens next?
Well, I don't remember the exact order because everything seemed kind of jumbled. But they go to another world, another planet to get seeds for Rick needs for some reason. Then seeds. He gives Morty a pair of magic shoes, and Morty walks off a cliff and breaks both legs. You gotta turn them on, obviously.
You didn't turn on your magic shoes.
Who doesn't fucking turn on their shoes before walking? I mean,
I love that Rick has no sympathy either. He's just like, you gotta turn them on. I turned mine on. I had no problems. Morty's lying there going, ah! So Rick goes into another dimension because he's got a portal gun, and he comes right back, but time's different in the portal zone. He comes back with a serum that heals Morty's legs. He's like, Morty, you wouldn't believe it. This land, I went to a future land where they have everything. It heals immediately, but you never age. And all the people were dumb. But there were so many young, hot things there, Morty. And I was an old man, and I was like a celebrity. And everybody wanted to have sex with your grandpa. I had so much sex, Morty. I lost track of time. The portal gun's got no charge, so we can't get out of here. We have to go through interdimensional customs to get off the planet and back to their dimension.
Right. Where Morty is then, but he also tells him, like, since he doesn't have the gun anymore, he has to smuggle the seeds. So he tells Morty, I need you to smuggle the seeds up your butt while we go through interdimension.
All the way up there.
All the way up there.
Still go. Because his butthole's young and supple. He's like, Grandpa, he's like, I've done it too many times. They'll fall right out.
Yeah, that's what he says. It's all loose. And then they're in the airport or customs port. And then they're walking through the security, and then Morty gets flagged. And they go, why is he getting flagged? He's like, oh, we want him to go through the new X-ray device. It's designed to sense things up your butt that are put way up there. Way up your butt. And he goes, run, Morty, run.
So I love this fight. So they're running. They get through, they're going through all these little aliens. There's one scene where a guy's taking a vape with a little being. Like it comes into the galaxy and then is immediately sucked up in the smoke. So Morty, they're running through and he knocks over his jar, and the guy, the alien's all sad, but one of the little creatures, Morty coughs it up from the smoke and it hits the ground. It's like, yay, because these things never get to live. And it's running alongside him. It's like, whoa, and then it gets old and goes, oh, and has a heart attack and falls over. Hilarious. And then they start a shootout with these bug creatures that run the galaxy. And I love that Morty's like, I don't want to hurt anybody, Rick. And he goes, don't worry, Morty, they're robots. And he shoots a guy and blows his leg off. And the other bug's like, he's bleeding out. Call his wife and kids. And Morty goes, they're not robots, Rick. And Rick goes, that was a figure of speech, Morty. They're bureaucrats. I don't respect them.
figure of speech.
And that I love. This line just goes to my heart. I'm like, yes, yes.
And I respect them. Wonderful stuff. It is good. I mean, a younger version of me would probably sit there, soak this up, and love it. An Adult Swim, like whatever it was. But
well, Adult Me still loves it. But I want to hit a couple more quick funny things too in the episode. So Rick brings Morty back to school, and he's still got the seeds up his ass. And the parents are there because the principal Vagina, no relation. He calls the parents. They go to school, and they happen to show up when Rick and Morty come back. And there's a place where all these kids are crying and putting flowers down the hallway because Rick had frozen a bully solid, and the bully happened to fall over and shatter and die. Right. So there's this thing they're putting all the flowers on where he fell over and died. And the principal's walking by with Rick and Morty's parents, and he goes, "Yeah, we had an odd thing earlier where a kid was frozen to death." And then he loudly yells, "And there was no evidence it was a Latino student." On this big race thing.
Yeah, you're not gonna let it happen. Latino student.
That was great.
Yeah.
And then they come home. Morty's parents want to put Rick in a home because he's taken away the kid from schooling, who's only been in school 7 hours the last month or something. And Rick convinces them that Morty doesn't need to go to school by having him recite all these incredible facts. And he's like, see, he's a genius. He's super smart. But before this, I messed up the order. Before this, Morty's parents were like, well, he's special. He's got a disability. And Morty goes, I do. And the dad goes, well, adoy. And then Morty spouts off these incredible facts. And Rick goes, he's a special mind. That's why he doesn't have to be in school. He's got to be with me to learn science. But you find out that it was just because the super seeds that Morty had shoved up his ass gave him a special ability to learn these things. And then he would be mentally deficient and not have any motor function for the next 72 hours. But it was right after his parents left. So it worked out for Rick.
Well, there was a good line too, like when his dad went to the mom's work while she was in surgery.
Oh, the horse surgeon. Yep.
Yeah. And he's like trying to give her tip or hints that he wants to put Rick in a nursing home because he's horrible. And after she's talking and blah blah blah, she goes to answer the phone and she's like woman-splaining to him. She's like, that's why I'm a heart surgeon. It's like,
yeah,
a horse heart surgeon.
Yeah,
horse heart
surgeon.
Minimizes it. Wonderful.
And then that's pretty much it. And then it ends with Rick yelling over Morty, who's lying on the ground, that he's going to have a million adventures. Rick and Morty, rickandmorty.com, www.foreverrickandmorty.org, whatever. And that's the end of the episode.
Yeah, I thought the ending set it up great. I'm like, hey, this is what we're going to do.
Yep.
Perfect.
Pretty funny. Let's say the only thing that on rewatching it the early seasons that annoyed me, and they continue to do this, is Rick burps constantly when he's talking.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they really want to make you realize he's drunk all the time.
Right. He's drunk all the time, but it was like every sentence where you're like, okay, enough. Make it every 5 sentences. It doesn't have to be like every single time you speak. So that kind of annoyed me.
Funny how they filled it into his regular talking. You're like, oh, that was gross. Oh, they just added a gurgle.
I think they must have just had the guy Justin must have just chugged a soda or something before doing it. And then when it comes out, it comes out. Just like, blah, blah, it was
yeah, it was pretty
throw up on the microphone.
Yeah, it's something new. You don't get every character like that.
It's true. It's true. But yeah, the show gets very it's very un-PC.
It's one of your favorite shows, right?
It is one of my favorite shows, yeah. I rewatched a lot of the episodes just randomly a few months ago because I just got in a kick, and there's just so many funny ones in a row that it's a real genius show.
Nice. Hey, well, might get there with you.
Yeah. So what do you give it? Rico, you gotta keep
give it an A-. I enjoyed it. I've always meant to watch it. I think You said some other guy, Justin something. Wasn't Dan Harmon on this show?
Yeah, it's Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan
So
Harmon who did
he made Community, which I also really like. So I always meant to watch this, and I'm never did until now. And I'm gonna definitely start. It's also what I like, a nice quick 20 minutes.
Yep.
So you don't get those types of shows anymore. Funny characters, funny concept. I'm in.
Yeah, funny and also unapologetic, right? They're gonna make fun of whatever they want, and that's what I liked about it. But I'll give it a B. I thought it was a good cartoon. And then cartoons are so random. You got so many different styles out there. And then this one also, I don't know, something about this animation also reminded me of other cartoons that are out there. It seems like certain creators like to make their universe look the same, like how Simpsons and Futurama look the same.
Right.
This kind of looks a lot like the Bob's Burger people, or maybe
a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Cats guy. I don't know. Something about it, like with the eyes.
It definitely had the squiggle vision-esque kind of look to it.
Yes,
yeah, because the eyes are like, they're not dots, they're like scratch.
Right.
Yeah, it's a little rougher on the edges, I think, intentionally.
But that's what I thought. Okay, so you're getting that kind of style of animation and then a comedy with it. So, I mean, will I watch more? Maybe. I don't know. There's so much stuff out there. I like.
You're gonna go back to Lanterns
superhero shows to watch.
Yeah, I gave it a
Lanterns. Like, what am I gonna watch? Lanterns to find out if the guy's really dead at the end. Like, these shows are. They're getting worse. Shows are getting worse.
Yeah, of course they are. You're just noticing this. We've been doing this show for like 5 years.
If going back though, I will say that I watched Ted Lasso after we did it, and then I watched the rest of it, and then I know they just did a new season, and I watched the first episode of the new season, and it already seems less good than the rest of it because it's just from a different time period where just the quality of stuff is so in the toilet right now.
Yeah. The writing's
everything,
awful in most shows.
Everything old we watch is good. Reality shows are hit and miss, but like new shows are just so terrible.
No. Boring, badly written, same bullshit characters in every show, recycled. It's just, it's boring.
Right. It's like the same people that make shows are all going to the same stupid schools that teach them how to make shows, and they're all making the same dumb thing with different character names, and like it's just goofy. It's just but you know what, that's why we watch it, for the people, so they don't have to, and we tell them, hey, don't waste your time,
so they know. Exactly.
That's
so
right.
they
do
know
it for you.
Yeah. Well, I give the pilot a B+. The show overall, at least for the first 5 seasons, is a solid A for me. But the pilot, like I said, knowing the show gets better from here, I give it a B+. But also, just like I said, the burping, I was like, there's funnier episodes, but it's still very funny.
How many seasons did it go for? Is it still in production?
It's still going.
Okay.
So I just don't know exactly.
So even after they kicked out the original creator, they kept the show going.
There's screws that are loose. Yeah, don't sit on it.
Yeah, don't sit on it. You want to pinch your butthole.
Man, I don't want to.
Your sibilant machine or whatever falling apart.
Yeah. Symbian. What was that?
Symbian. Yeah, the Symbian machine
on the Stern show. And wasn't it?
That's why you don't buy them used. Fall apart.
That's where the value is.
Loose bolts.
Used and unclean.
And it depends who
used it. Only way to go.
I like my Symbian sloppy. All right. Well, what are we doing? What are we doing next? I have no idea.
Yeah, we got nothing. What is it? September.
Well, for old,
you think
for
there
old
should
shows?
There should be stuff coming out soon. We're getting close to fall.
Well, we talked about doing an American Horror Story for coming up in October. We got a month for that.
Yeah, that'd be a good old show.
Yeah. Will and Grace was one we talked about doing. Tool Time.
Well, Tool Time is Home Improvement. We did that one already.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We did.
I saw a preview for a new show while we were watching, or I was watching Rick and Morty on Hulu, called Furious, about a female FBI agent on the prowl for a mysterious and calculating female serial killer.
Well, that sounds terrible. Let's put it up next.
Yeah.
But is there really even a point to picking a show? Because we're not going to do this again for like another 5 months, you know, how things
What are you talking about?
We are like, Sandy's got a dinner. Sandy's got a dad. Sandy's got this.
I'll look
got that.
2 weeks and tell you if there's anything on the calendar. No, wide open. Nothing going on.
Sandy's got to
2 weeks from now, my calendar's wide open. So shut your mouth. All right. Well, let's do that Furious show.
All right.
And then for the old show, do you want to do Twin Peaks? Well, that's 2-hour shows. That's kind of.
What about the other one, Quantum Leap? Have you ever done that?
Oh, no, we didn't do the original Quantum Leap. No.
Or do we? Oh, we did the new. Do we do a new one, like a remake?
We did. I think maybe the new one. I don't know. I don't have it on the list. I don't think we did it.
Well, we definitely did the new one. I wonder how many. And it was terrible.
It was terrible.
I wonder how many episodes that even lasted. If I could spell
Quantum Leap.
The
probably
new
like
one.
5. Oh, the new one.
3 seasons of. Holy shit. Wait, we did this as a new show and it came out in 2022. We've been doing this that long?
Yeah, we've been doing this since 2022.
A long time.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You know what I've never seen?
We've been doing it longer than some other shows that have been out.
I know. Why do we do All in the Family? That show's about the racist dad. I've never seen it.
I watched it a few times when I was younger.
I've seen it here and there. Yeah. I mean,
you want to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it on anything?
That and the Furious show.
Hopefully. That and Furious. We'll watch a racist, sexist old white man, and then we'll watch a show where we could be racist, sexist old white man.
It's on Prime.
Shows like All in the Family. We're kind of like what
young Rob Reiner
was originally about, right? Like watching old sitcoms. So yeah, we'll go back to our roots of watching a sitcom.
Yeah, perfect.
That's what we should be about. Should I do a reality minute if I have time?
Yes. Go
watching a reality. I'll start by watching that, even if it's not a new show. I'll just give you a 2-minute synopsis of a terrible reality show.
Yeah.
Assuming I watch it.
Well, that's your thing. We love it. We'll get a graphic. Can Brian work on that?
Yes, I will do it.
We have a new segment is born.
Oh, there's a vampire show premiering October 8th called Eternally Yours. I put on the list.
See, that's what
sitcom.
I like. We're getting into the fall, the Halloween season. We'll have a Halloween episode. And then new shit comes out in fall, which is nice. And then a Christmas episode. Yeah. Not like last year where we did the Star Wars Christmas. That was terrible.
Oh God.
Whose idea was that?
I have the best ideas. It was so bad. It was so long.
The host can't get fired, so it's okay.
There was so much Wookiee home life just doing dishes.
I remember I was like,
and we're back. She's making cookies now for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Horrible.
It's like, I think
all right.
There's live animals in those cookies. That's disgusting.
A lot of hair in those cookies. That's the problem.
That's right.
Everything.
All right. Well, then we'll do All in the Family and Furious, whatever the hell that is.
All right. I have a feeling it's going to make me
furious.
Oh.
It was wonderful.
Bravo!
I loved that.
Oh, it was great.
Well, it was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good, though.
It could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
It was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
Get him away!
Hey, boo!
Boo!